People sometimes ask about hay and what kind of hay to get, and I say get the best quality hay that you can possibly get. Now, this is actually pure alfalfa here, okay? This is just, I mean, it doesn't get much better than this. This is organic alfalfa. Most people don't have access to this, but I wanted to make the point that, number one, they love it. Look at them. Where's our alfalfa? Where's our alfalfa? Give it to us. It's really good for them. They love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. The babies love it. And very good for them. And normally you're going to have like an alfalfa grass mix. This is just, and most of the time you're going to be using square bales. The only reason I've got round bales here that I use some is because the fella that I get my hay from, I've been getting hay from the same fella for 15 years. It's organic hay. I know him very, very well. And he actually, when he does round bales, they don't sit out in the field for 4 months and turn brown. You see what I'm saying? They're actually immediately, as soon as they're baled, they're taken inside. So we don't have old moldy, nasty round bale hay like you see some people feeding to their cattle or whatever like that. You don't want to feed that to goats. In fact, that's why most people would automatically say, go ahead and feed square bales, which isn't bad advice because square bales are going to be drier, where the round ones, like I say, they can get a touch moldy in the inside. So like I said, except I'm only doing this because I know the guy and I happen to know that they're immediately placed inside. You see, this is a bale here of just basically pure alfalfa. I don't know how good this is going to come through on the camera, but they sure like it. They just had their bottles, and now it's time for some hay, and then they'll get their grain, and they'll be good for the night. So was just going to go over the hay thing and just always say, always get the best possible hay you can get. I got my bucks here eating this dadgum alfalfa, which you do not need to do, by the way. They're spoiled rotten. These are a couple of my herd sires, and they're spoiled rotten, and they're sticking their heads through eating all the girls' alfalfa. But when you think alfalfa, think calcium. That's why it's so darn important. See, big old flake of alfalfa here. It's so darn important that you get that alfalfa, especially late in their gestation and early in their lactation. Calcium, think calcium. So that you want that alfalfa. It's not just that it's higher in protein. This second cutting alfalfa here is probably about 22% protein thereabouts. Okay? So that's good, but it's not so much the protein. Now for the kids, the protein's good, and obviously the alfalfa, so I got all kinds of goodies in it, stuff. The roots run real deep, and et cetera, et cetera. So that's why I like the kids having it. But my milkers back there, see, I put that round bale up there, my milkers just pig on that all day, and then I fork it on up there for them. But and like I said, even my fat bucks. But anyways, but that alfalfa has loads of calcium in it, which is so important. Like I said, especially late in their pregnancy and going into the early part of the lactation really jumpstarts it. So best hay you can get, and that's what I strive to do. And it would break y'all's heart if y'all found out how cheap I get these big bales of alfalfa for. You'd just cry. See you later.